Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Speed Gaming Daily. Today's mode is Invrosia. More on that in a moment. I am Lana Bean, joined in a commentary by Calvin. How are you tonight?
Hey, I'm doing really good. Happy Friday, everybody. Today we got an Invrosia seed. Llama Bean, would you care to tell us what that's all about?
Absolutely. First, we've got Lady Lorelinda on track and doing the hard work for us. Thank you so much. Invrosia is an inverted mode. You do start with a sword. All dungeon bosses are guaranteed to have one of the items from the dungeon. And the big keys are shuffled except for the GT big keys. So we gotta go on the search for a lot of big keys around. So one extra item in most dungeons. So that's going to be fun.
Let's see. All right, about to get our race started off here. And we got some bombs. Now, the opening routing is kind of a little weird to me in this mode. What would you say that I see the racers doing two different... Oh no.
Oh, Norse Manny, no!
Seems like there's two ways to go about this. The one way I do know, I think Kibbs is doing. I think he's going to go into Skull Woods here to farm bombs.
Well, it's two things. Number one, Skullwoods tends to have a starting item of some kind. A hammer, moon pearl, boots, something important is generally in Skullwoods. Otherwise, South Dark World is not a bad place to go either. But
Yeah,
we did.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I forgot to mention we do have Norse Manny and Keeps Gaming on Restream today. Welcome to them.
Johnny Two Bombs giving us the lamp, and Nord said, took it to death wasting 2 bombs, so we can't get what's in the back of Hype Cave yet.
Yes, unfortunately took a hit, dropped another bomb, died, so down to 1 bomb, only able to get just in the front check of, oh goodness, a Hype Cave, and we got a little heart piece out of the back of Skullwoods there, mid part.
The timing on that Wall Master, too, got the warp back to the front of the dungeon.
Yeah, good timing, and this is where that bomb farming comes in. Looks like a little bit of money on Bumper Ledge, not too much going on there.
And we see a shield on Bumper Cave. You hope that stays there forever, from what I hear.
Oh, that was a shield? Ew. Okay, yes, absolutely. Ignore it. All right, we got both runners in Skullwoods at the moment, so we did get a heart piece out of the back of Skull there, but there is one more wild item you can get, possibly, unless it's hiding in the back. Otherwise, the third item is guaranteed on Mothula.
Got our runners farming bombs here at the spot that I was mentioning earlier, and a small key in the front, so we can clear out the rest of the front here.
Okay, there's that second item from Keeps Gaming and Skullwoods, so you're done there. Third item's on Mothula. You can come back with a fire rod. Now Keeps saying, oh, God darn it. I just went all the way to Skullwoods, didn't check here first.
It happens, but he'll be able to check what's behind in Hype Cave here.
And the same thing happened to Keeps that happened to Norse Manny, getting just hit in front of the Hype Cave there.
Blue mail, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, and 20 bucks.
Okay, that's 80 rupees. That isn't enough for dig game. Probably gonna head west, talk with Stumpy, do a dig game.
I would, yeah, you can get the dig game, but what I would like to see, one of the things I think is pretty key in this mode, with money being so scarce very early on, I'm hoping that he plays the arrow game to try to farm up some more money.
That is a good way to go. You can also make up some money in the dig game if you want to, but whether it'll be like 110 for a pod, or whether the game expects you to go to pod right now is kind of hard to say.
Stumpy gonna give us $100 maybe do the aero game. It's kind of like, what do you feel like at this point, in my opinion?
Yeah, money farming is kind of iffy, but at the same time, it doesn't take too long.
So the way I understand that this works is when the octopus coming out from the right goes over that crease, the second line, you shoot your arrow and you'll hit him every time.
That is accurate. And if you practice a little bit, it's actually super easy to do the X99 where you just hit the same target 5 times in a row and get extra money.
Yeah, I see a couple of runners throughout our community do that, and I'm just like,
It's risky, especially if you're low on money, though. So if you miss shoot, you could lose money doing the X99, so sometimes it's just not worth it.
But over here in C-shaped house, we do get our bottle. And we're going to take a dip into Thieves Town here. Over on Nor's side.
A good chance we're going to find a progression somewhere in Thieves Town.
Or on the digging game.
Oh, yeah, there too. But if love does nothing for us. Well, it does Death Mountain, I guess. That gives us, what? Super Bunny Cave, I think.
Yeah, Super Bunny Cave. Is Old Man technically in Logic in this mode?
Yes, that is part of it. And, oh, yeah, of course, that's Aga as well.
Mm.
Invrosia being inverted, there is a pretty good chance it is going to be an Aga seed in most cases, but not always.
Yeah, unlike typical standard open Kaz boots, all those fun seeds where you start in the light world, all you need is Death Mountain, Dark Death Mountain access via a glove and a lamp to do Aga in this mode.
Which we have.
So no cape, no Master Sword required for that.
Okay, Brewery nothing, Thieves Town nothing, so it looks like Death Mountain's the play.
Let's see if Chess Game brings us anything today. Just a piece of heart today.
Norse maybe has not checked Stumpy yet, so does not have that 100.
Five perfect bullseye is probably going to run the game back again. Very nicely done on the first time. Every time. Very nicely done.
Well done. Unfortunately, going to be a little disappointing checking Stumpy and getting a free 100, but that's okay. And it looks like, judging by routing, both runners will be heading up Death Mountain at about the same time. Thieves will probably be a little bit ahead, not by much.
Yeah, I would expect Nords to do Stumpy here. And then, did they do the back of Height Cave yet? No, I don't think so. So they'll probably do that before going up the mountain. But so Kibbs will be a little bit ahead, but it's still way too early to be like, oh my god, he's in the lead, you know. Still anybody's race, for sure. So here's one of the interesting Invrosia things. You do the old man climb here. They flip that over as well, and you'll be able to go rescue the old man and get your Dark Death Mountain starting point.
It's a little bit annoying in inverted because you bring them all the way up the mountain, you take the portal, you drop all the way back down Death Mountain, you turn them in, you walk all the way back up Death Mountain to check Spec Rock, and then if that's nothing, you kind of have to save and quit.
Yeah, it is a little bit of time consuming for 2 checks, but you're kind of forced to after picking up the old man, I think.
Pretty much. Route runners are out of options. Death Mountain is their only play. It's either going to be Old Man, Spec Rock, Super Bunny, or just Aga. And at this point, we have a bottle, so Sick Kid could be the answer for all we know.
So, what would you do in oh, there's a big key to pod. What would you do in this situation? Would you check Spec Rock, assume it's nothing? Would you go straight into Aga, or would you try to get past the Lionels with 3 hearts?
I'd probably get past the Lionels, and they've got, I think, blue armor so far, so it's not super dangerous, and it's a quick check. And if it's your Moon Pearl, that's going to be a head start in Light World.
It looks like Kibbs is not even going to check Spec Rock. Just gonna dive right in and go for it.
Yeah, you're saving and quitting either way, so it's not a huge time investment to scout, or to do this or scout.
And just $20, so nothing in there today.
Now we get to climb all the way back up the mountain to face some Lionels without so much as a way to damage them.
Hooray!
Yay!
Definitely getting those steps in for that move ring on that Apple Watch. Assuming that's what Kibbs is wearing. Could always be a bit.
So the trick to the Lionels isn't too bad. You simply walk across the bridge when you reach near the edge of it, face left. And the hit from one of their little shots may just knock you to the right. See, if you face right there and knocks you left, you lose some invincibility frames. But if you face left, it has a really good chance of hitting you to the right, giving you a little more wiggle room.
Yeah, Kibbs, very nicely done there. Definitely writing that one down for my next emergency.
Oh yeah, because sometimes just got to take a little damage to get through, but it's fine. Okay, that's actually... Oh, that's a bow. Bow doesn't do anything strictly for us right now, but... Wait! Gibbs, don't save and quit!
He's thinking. He's thinking.
Oh,
okay.
There you go, okay. Oh, my Lanta. You got a hook shot, and if it's not an hook shot cave, then you are doing Aga.
Still very nice to get all of this out of the way.
Oh, Norse Maddie getting bullied by a bunch of... Yeah, that's bullied.
See, at Hookshot Cave today, we got some half magic, a piece of heart, and a mirror, and some bombs.
Okay, well, strictly speaking, the mirror doesn't do anything for us at the moment, so this is Nagacy. You could, if you want, use the bow and splash delete to get to right side of the Dark World, getting the pod and even Catfish out of Sequence Pyramid. The game basically at this point may ask you to go ahead and go to do Aga just in mirror to get to the top of the pyramid. So what Gibbs is doing is trying to bypass the requirement of Aga.
So you think he's going to do a kern jump here. This is my favorite trick, actually. I don't get to do it very often, but when you do, it pays off.
Beautifully done. Good job, though. First try. And if all the game wants you to do is beat Aga and mirror, then Gibbs just skipped Aga.
So we got Nord's gonna go into, well, nope. Oh yeah, he hasn't done Super Bunny Cave yet. And let's see what the angry fish has for us today.
Grumpy fish, come on.
Yeah, just some bombs.
I heard you current jumped. Here's a replacement bomb. Have fun.
Doesn't even take it.
Rejecting the free gift.
So if our runners were to have done AGA, what would have been available to them?
Essentially, with that mirror, you could mirror and get to the top of the pyramid and do everything Keeps doing. The alternative currently is you could go get Bottle Vendor, you could get Sick Kid, and oddly enough, you have Blacksmith Chain available to you.
Oh, wow. Well, hopefully Kib's breaking logic here will pay off, but we shall see.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'll try to mute my mic next time I do that.
Okay, so is Nurse Mandy going straight for AGA or doing the same thing? Okay, Nurse Mandy could be checking the top of Spec Rock, inside Spec Rock. Or just could be going straight for the AGA play.
So Kib's is going to take a dip in the pod following that big key. We can complete most of it, however, we won't be able to beat the pod at this point.
Yeah, it's very true. But able to get every item but one, with one item being guaranteed on Helmasaur King. Norse Midi, though, going for that AGA play, logically required. We'll see if it's actually required. Not many arrows, kind of conserving, going for the spins. I like it.
I think one more should do it. Oh. There we go. Nicely done.
The hard part about Fighter Sword is the spins are the same damage as the swing.
I did not see what the first item in pod was. I'm assuming it was key because Kibs went straight through the middle door.
Yeah, it was a key. What's another key? That is actually another available check. You could, after AGA, you could go to the Mire area. So you got a desert, you mirror, and suddenly you got Mire Shed. And if the requirement's Bombos, you got a hookshot, you could possibly go into Mire.
Ooh. Sea is getting ugly for our moon pearl.
Yeah, a lot is opening up to us. It's scary. If the moon pearl's sitting on pyramid, could be good for Keeves, but until you find a hammer or something, then AGA's still probably required until you find either a hammer or another glove. Oh. Had it the whole time, it's fine.
There we go, Nords. I'm so nervous for him because I just keep watching. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, Nurse, just... You can do this! Oh no, missed the shot. And alerted the other guard.
No!
Ooh,
My heart is pounding for Nords here as he makes this climb up the AGA Tower.
I agree. Thankfully knows where all those hearts are.
Yeah, very good vanilla game knowledge there. Yeah, go back over to Kibbs here. We got small key in the back of pod and the compass. And pick up all that blue money, because why not?
Yeah, you're still short of Zora money, so may as well.
And hallway gives us the map.
And what Keeps is doing strictly is not horrible, because regardless, the next time you come in a pod, you could beat it, very likely. I mean, you're going to have a hammer, right?
Correct.
Okay, we didn't play the game, but there is blue ball, I think, number 1. Number 2. That's a good point from Shad, bringing up Bombos was an option to clear out some rooms for Norse Maddie if desired on the climb. Okay, so pod not paying out. We're going to Pyramid, probably. You're not coming all this way and leaving, are you?
I believe they did check Pyramid before coming in here. I think it was $50.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, well, this is a 100% Agassi regardless. So it looks like our progression is going to be either Smith Chain, Sick Kid, Puddle Bender. Let's see, we don't have a book, we don't have Master Swords, so Meyer area, including Meyer Shed and possibly Meyer itself.
Did you talk to Uncle as a bunny?
Unfortunately not. There's all the places that you would talk to Uncle with are surrounded by bushes, and you can't take out bushes as a bunny.
So our runners would probably walk to Uncle as a bunny, and Uncle just be like, "Who are you? I'm on my last breath. Why? Why send a bunny?"
Stupid bunny! Where's my grandchild? Or, you know, niece or nephew. Not Bottle Bender. Well, we got our 4th heart piece, 21 minutes in, almost 22.
Oof. All right, here comes the Sick Kid check.
Thanks, game.
Yeah, Ice Palace, big key.
Logically needed, but we're still flippers away from logically doing Ice Palace at this point. But with inverted knowledge, Norse Maddie is going for the Smith. And the good part with this route is you're going to be able to route in purple chest with Meyer area. The scary part is once we get the Moon Pearl, suddenly you've got a mirror, you've got East Light World access, you've got Light World access, you have East Light Death Mountain access. It's going to be a weird scene.
Typically, in most Invrosia seeds, once you get your Light World access, I typically find the game just like opens up like majority of the time.
It does. And we did get an Eastern big key from turning in Smith. Not immediately useful, but that is a clearable Eastern once we get our Moon Pearl. Our tracker, Lady Laura Linda, already marking that Pod, Skull, and Thieves Town are our pendants. And the worst part is you beat Aga, and suddenly you're supposed to get the purple chest to South Light World with a much busier guard-loaded high roll, basically.
Yeah, you really don't like that after killing Aga in normal seeds, and then all of a sudden there's just guards everywhere trying to hunt you down.
No more green guards. All of them turned to blue or red. It's just a mess. Even the enemies are shifted. The tree poles are shifted. It's just a mess.
Well, let's see. Maddie's gonna pull 20 bucks out from the purple chest.
And go left. Good job. Getting chased by the evil blue guard. And a couple of evil crows.
All right, let's see what's on our desert ledge today. Just some arrows.
And we are going to need a book at some point with desert being a crystal. Book is required.
Ooh, bombos for Misery Mire.
Guess we know where we're going at after Mire Shad.
Just some heart containers in the Mire Shed area here.
So the good news for Norse Maddie and Keeps is that you don't have your Mire Bay key. You do not have Samaria. So you're still 2 items from completing it. Dipping it's still not going to be an easy feat with 4 or 5 hearts. And Whiz Rogues being where they are, the slugs hurt, but the game's not expecting you to beat Mire at this point, which is good for them.
Is this our last spot that Moon Pearl could possibly be at this point?
Yes, or something that leads to Moon Pearl. But even then, I like flippers would mean ice packs. So we're running out of chains that are Moon Pearl could be in.
Very nicely done by Maddie here.
You want to keep at least 3 hearts, though, for that spike room. Yeah. So, to the naked eye, Norse Maddie may look like they're in the lead, but Gibbs did full clear all of Pod, Pyramid, and Catfish already, so quite a bit more cleared in the overworld.
Kip's being very careful of all these wild Aga guards running all over the place with 1 heart left.
He's doing a great job. Ooh, skipping the Firelock side.
I'm always torn on what to do here in Misery Mire when it comes to that room. Like, do I go right and check all the things there first, or do I continue just going left?
My motto is just clear everything. Skip cutscene chest until you know it as your last item. And even then, skip cutscene chest if you've got more checks. Just get wrecked cutscene chest.
Looks like we might have to go to the cutscene chest today.
All these big keys for the winners. I got a feeling we're just going to find flippers, which is not great.
Did we see Lost Woods yet?
There's nothing we can do there.
Oh yeah, because you can't pick up the bushes.
Yeah. You can't pick up bushes, and both the items in there are blocked by the bushes.
Is Spike Chest in Logic without an invincibility item?
The answer to that is no. I believe logically you do need either Burna, a cape. I don't think bottles by themselves are logical. Plus, we don't even have a hammer. Or Moon Pearl. Well, we don't have a Moon Pearl, but we don't have a hammer.
Oh, no, I think they said spike chest. Spike chest in Misery Mire.
Oh, Mire. Yes, that is. I think it's in logic if you have more than 3 hearts. Or maybe it is in logic even with 3 hearts. Because technically you can get the item in just that form.
Well, very nice to avoid a death there.
Did we just get a Bloomerang and a Mire? Was that it?
That was it. Alright, Nords, Maddie, where are you going on our wild goose chase to find the Moon Pearl? Okay, I think Nords might be going over towards Catfish Pod area to catch up on what Kibbs has already done. Which we know will not come up with anything.
And at this point, we'll take this opportunity to say, don't forget to follow these 2 runners. Links are in chat. And while you're at it, go and follow Calvin. Link is in chat as well, and Lady Laura and Linda as well. Doing a fantastic job. And Nurse Maddie taking the offering from Grumpy Fish.
All right, let me see here. So I just pulled up my tracker because I'm curious to where in the world could this Moon Pearl possibly be, and I put in all the items for our runners here. Let's see. Could it possibly be in Kakariko Well?
You know, I think that's in the place we haven't gone. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's in Logic. It's technically bunny checks, but where else do we have?
Well, to be honest with you, it's I use Emo Tracker, and it's labeled as orange Kakariko Well, but I don't think that means if it's in Logic or not. But I'm assuming that you can fall down and check everything but the bomb spot. Oh well. As I'm saying all that, Kibbs does find the Moon Pearl inside of Mire Big Chest.
Oh my gosh, was that an Eastern? I looked at our tracker and I was like, we don't have a Mire Big Key, do we? I didn't think so. But I guess we do.
Interesting. Where was that?
Probably in Pod. I think Norse Mandy's gonna find it. Yeah, there it is. All right. That's our thing.
Wow. I guess we must have missed it. And we do have a red crystal and Tower of Hera, and I believe it was 2 regular crystals at Eastern and Desert.
So, yeah, current jumping paying off to an extent. It does mean a single bit Meyer versus Keeps having to go in there twice. And another big key to Turtle Rock this time. Holy moly.
Kip's gonna go to Uncle checks here. And Kip, Uncle just giving his life savings before he passes away. R.I.P. Uncle.
$20 and 10 arrows, not much to write home about.
So we're gonna get the front of escape over here by Kibbs, and I am hoping as soon as Nord's Maddie finishes clearing out Palace of Darkness that they go, oh my god, this is so tough. Like, I hope they go back to Misery Mire like right away. I don't think they have anything else that they could really do, so I'm pretty sure that's exactly where they're gonna have to go.
Yeah, that's true. Once they get down here, Minor Big Chest is the only thing that's going to open.
At $20 on our front of escape. I missed what the first chest was, but I don't see anything new on the tracker. It can't be anything really, I don't think.
Probably uneventful. Okay, Norse Mandy's gonna have no choice but go back to Meyer.
And just $20 in Zelda sell, and we're gonna get a Dark Cross check.
Yeah, it's a good play. It's in logic.
Just a piece of heart.
Well, it's press the small key either in Sanctuary or at the drop down.
So I think if you're Kibbs here, you go over to Eastern Palace and do that thing. Or he's got other plans.
Looks like Graveyard Ledge, probably drop down, check the back of the escape, and head towards the plethora of items that is Kakariko.
Yeah, that's a good play too. So that's another thing in this mode, Graveyard Ledge. Once you get Light World access, you can go up and check this check right away. You don't have to have the mirror.
Same with Checkerboard, and currently they can go to East Death Mountain to even check Floating Island. And once you get Hammer, you can check Mimic Cave without even so much as a mirror as well. Okay, Norse Community, just a few minutes behind Keebs for that Moon Pearl, but still on their way.
You know, this is what I was touching up on earlier, how after you get your Light World access, the game just opens up to basically do whatever you want at this point. So even though, you know, like, I think Nords is like just a little bit behind, it pretty much depends on, you know, who gets progression first at this point. I think is going to have a, you know, an advantage.
Well, it looks like Keebs may be going for dungeon progression over overgrowth. Because it looks like Saha Eastern is their goal here. And I agree with this play. With Pod being a pendant, you pretty much know that hopefully you won't have to go back in there being the only item in there on the boss. Looks like just 3 bombs on Lumberjack, so not gonna have to worry about that even if you get boots. In a bottle and $50 from Bakasaha's hat. Not much going on there, but no less, money is not bad.
I think the only thing money-wise that these runners have not done is Zora's. But they both got that covered. Any other money is just extra money for like potions or bombs or arrow upgrade or bomb upgrade.
Pretty much, yeah. Seed's not being very friendly with hearts so far.
Alright, is Kakariko gonna pay off, or will it be Eastern? And so far, Eastern is not off to a very pleasant start finding that compass there in the front.
Ten arrows, a shovel, an ice rod, which is required, bombs, and drum roll, please.
Dun 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 dun.
Harpies.
Hey, I mean, you were just talking about how this seed wasn't very heart friendly, so, you know, I think it heard you and said, you know what, let me give Kibbs another heart piece here.
Not wrong. Time to find 2 more in Cackwell.
$20 in Cackwell starts. $20 more bucks in Cackwell, and 10 arrows in Eastern.
Or just 1 more piece and that's it. So far, Kakariko not paying out.
Neither is Eastern. So I'm assuming since Nord's Maddie is not going to do the vanilla big key location, going straight for the back, we must have missed an item on his side.
Well, you got that compass up front, but if you did not get the map, then you know that right side is going to have your map and the boss is going to have the item. Second Imagine probably found the second item somewhere, and you know the boss is having the third, or I should say third, and then the boss is the fourth.
Yeah. Very nice quick kill there by Nord's Maddie, but at 44 minutes and 4 seconds strikes first blood on the crystal count.
Oh my lord, an actual heart container for Cubes Gaming at Big Spot.
I missed what our shovel fetch quest was.
And as pointed out from our tracker, Lady Lorelinda, 30 arrows worth of arrows in Eastern Palace. Oh, gotta get the fillet. Cubes, please. Yep, that shovel was our container. Okay, another density check for Cubes. What do we got? Required flippers, $50. $300. Big key to desert, good. And a heartbeat, so 2 required items out of there. That's not bad. But that is also... Sorry, guys.
I'm about to say with those flippers now, he could do his flipper checks and possibly dive into Ice Palace. However, I wouldn't go into Ice Palace right now until we find that hammer.
The hammer could be an Ice Palace, though.
Don't say, yeah, there is something always important in Ice Palace.
But they've got plenty of overworld left, including East FM. And to some limited extent, even some of Turtle Rock.
I wonder if Kibbs is gonna do Ice Rod first before going into the Zora area.
Looks like it.
Oh, wow. This is, in this mode, I think this is a very far out of the way check, because you don't have the flute in the light world in this mode. When you activate the flute, you can actually fly around the dark world instead of the light world. So I don't think if you don't do this now, you're never coming back in this.
Until last location, that's right. You're gonna, if you isolate it, you're not coming back anytime soon.
But that is one that we wish that we would have skipped because it just yields $20. But it won't. The only thing that really does for us checking this is, you know, it won't be in the back of our minds anymore.
Peace of mind check for sure, but one that you don't want to leave isolated. It's just too risky. But here we go. Waterfall Fairy, what do we got? Okay. Which
Well,
unlocks...
we can go get that shield now, I guess.
No, putting that in their minds. Don't do that. That would be a colossal waste of time for an evil item. Oh,
Ooh.
Hi, Hammer. How's it going?
So that also, you know, that's really good routing here by Kibbs. He'll be able to pick up that hammer, and then if he wants to, he can go up to Death Mountain, fully clear it, and complete Hera as well.
Well, everything but Some of TR, yeah. It wouldn't be a bad call. You could also go into Ice Palace.
Oh, true.
Who goes in Ice Palace without Samaria nowadays, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, like, I don't know how long these guys have been running, but if they're newer players, I wouldn't expect them to, know the Ice Palace bomb jump. That's old people technology, right?
Hashtag know your IPPJ. Okay, the only thing Keebs could be doing heading this direction now. I think we're going to Saha Eastern for Keebs as well.
Alright, Nords, Maddie, where are you going?
To do exactly what Keebs did in Clear. You can mirror and get that one item on Helmasaur King.
Ooh. We didn't find anything in Pod through our last go around, did we?
Just the Meyer Big for the Moon Pearl.
I mean, I guess that would be considered something in Pod, right?
A little bit of something.
Yeah, they always say there's something in Pendant Pod, but is there more?
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. I think that's a definite last location. We're orphaning that. Unless Keeves feels really wild.
I don't think we've seen a map check. I think it could be the green pendant, couldn't it?
Yeah, it's possible. I don't see that on our tracker at the moment, so...
Yeah, tracker Lady Lorlinda was saying that she noticed that every single dungeon they went into initially, all three of them, had peas in the corner, but nobody's actually done a map check, so we don't know what our second red crystal is, or the green pendant.
So we got both runners just retracking everybody else's steps at the moment. And neither runner spoke to Saha. Oh no. It seems like all of both of our runners are just retracking each other's steps at the moment, so nothing new coming out at the moment. So let me see here. I'm gonna track off where one of our runners have not gone real quick.
Death Mountain and Helmasaur King and Quartz Desert. We haven't gone back there and gotten a Guinness Cave or Checkerboard, I think.
Yeah, so I think in the light world, it's Death Mountain, East Death Mountain and Hera, or you got in Dark World, I think Ice Palace. And that's all that's left, or Helmasaur King.
Yeah, besides that, we just got a Guinness Cave and a Checkerboard. That's about it.
I think Checkerboard Cave had the powder that Kibbs has.
Kibbs went there? Oh.
Yes. So Kibbs could also Nords does not have this, but he can also check Magic Bat. Oh no.
Kibbs having some issues with the arrows, but got.
And he's saving that one last arrow for Ganon. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, that Ice Palace big key, so Ice Palace is in logic. And Kebs is going for the Helmasaur King play.
Ooh. See, Lady Laura Linda claiming that she saw Kibbs go into K45, but it was nothing, just 10 arrows. And our bush crab is dropping 20s today. Even though, you know, our runners are over 1,000 rupees. We don't need that, but that would have been great if this was a standard open seed.
Early 20s is never turned down.
Now, Kibbs did do these desert checks. I believe this is powder. I forget what Agina's cave is. Or, yeah. There's that powder. Agina's cave is going to yield for us. Big key to Turtle Rock. That's what that was. So that's required.
Yeah, slightly. And actually in logic to check, too. Meanwhile,
So
we got... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say we got Kibbs here on the King Homosaur fight. Let's see if this one check is going to pay off.
There we go.
Just a piece of heart and the blue pendant.
Well, if Nurse Maddie decides to skip Helmasaur King, that is some time that he desperately needed back from Thebes. A rounding decision to go to Pod before Meyer. On the other hand, if it's a bad seed, then Gabe's off to a good start here. Nurse Maddie, don't skip it! Oh.
You really want them to pick up that bucknet.
The fillet, you can't ignore it. But apparently you can. There's row 5-6 at Swamp Green at Thievestown.
Alright, I think Keebs is going over to East Death Mountain at this point. Or he was debating Spike Cave, I believe, there. Sides against it. For the moment.
Well, I don't think Kibbs has anything in the bottles to survive at this point. Oh, Cape, though. Yeah, I could have done it.
Very nice dodging of whatever those mountain jumper things are.
Tights, I think.
Okay.
Okay, Paradox, give us something good. Big key to Thievestown, that is horrible. Big key to Hero, that's awesome. Fire Rod, that's awesome. Red Mail's not bad either, so there you go.
That Hera big key can't come at a better time.
Agreed. I think Caves was about to beat it without it, so with it, that's one less check you have to worry about orphaning.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're grabbing those keeps.
And we're going fast now.
Kinda feels bad if you're Keebs because you're like, well, if any of the other racers decided to make Death Mountain the first check, they've had boots for a half an hour now.
I always found Mountain to be pretty weird in seeds. You try to put it off as long as possible usually, because who wants to climb Death Mountain over and over and over and over and over and over and over? Yeah.
It's true, and you did not find Hammer up here, so it would have required an extra trip, though boots would have gotten you through Kakariko and all those overworld checks that much faster.
He keeps getting that Harapot via the dashing strat there on the first try. That was very impressive.
And getting the worst meringue from the big chest. And that must mean that's item 2, because last item on the box.
Hammer swings very nicely done.
Well done, very clean. For $1.
And Nord's Maddie about to pick up their hammer as Keeps is picking up his second crystal. I wonder where these runners are going to go next.
Golly, at this point, I don't think you could put down Ice Palace for much longer. Laser Bridge. In logic, you got your cape. Why not? Small key, $20, several pitfalls. And a heart piece and another key, okay. Okay, Keebs is electing not to... Or to... Okay, there we go. I think it was too tempting because you're like, you can climb up Death Mountain again, you can check Mimic Cave, or you could just leave. You could have done Mimic Cave and then mirrored and checked TR Big Chest and Change Homes too. But judging from this route, I think we are on our way to Swamp and or Ice Palace. I'm going to quickly catch up to Norse, Maddie. These boots are going to do some work.
So I'm going to time it from that door. Nords entered that stairwell, or exited that stairwell at 1:03:20. And we'll see when Kibbs enters in and see how fast the boots realistically pick up this dungeon. Do a little experimenting here.
So far, we've got one item out of the first chest that is 10 arrows. Bad RNG luck with the Stalfos.
100%. Kibbs came down that stairwell at about like the 1:04:04 second. So let's see how fast these boots really catch us back up here. Now, what do you think? Do you do left side here, or do you skip it?
My general rule is if you don't get a map or compass before, then you skip it and you go back in if you need to, but otherwise, if no map or compass, you go back. Alright, so if this were me, in my case, I would be heading off to left side right now. We'll see what the Norse Maddie does.
Looks like a left side to me. Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Did they just flood the key? Or they get... No. They're gonna do the,
Diver down.
diver down with the bomb. Well, very nicely done. I forgot for a second there that you could do it with a bomb.
Yeah, a couple different ways you can set it up, thankfully. And in many situations, I prefer the bomb, but to each their own.
Kibbs getting the diver down there, second try with the bombs.
Well, 2 items left side, but similar to Ice Rod Cave, Peace of Mind. Little high five going on.
Love to see it. It looks like we're gonna get the bomb diver down again, so if you missed it last time, you're gonna see it again here.
Well done.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Okay, so far with only Argus left. I'm sorry, Argus. No actual progression here. Sorry, I want to hear your Argus.
Arg. Yes.
Exactly. Well done.
Thank you.
10 out of 10 would listen again.
So, I've been thinking about this on the back of my mind for a little bit. We are having a lack of swords in this seed too.
Good times. Good to see runners run around with the fighter sword on occasion.
Missing a couple hammer swings there. And that'll be the Cane of Samaria.
That's progression and reason to go to Ice Palace.
So, Nord's Maddie picking up their crystal at 109.02. Let's see. Fire rod strats on Kib's side. Those Argus for their Cane of Samaria, and their second crystal at 1942. So, judging by my little experimental results, the boots actually didn't net any time for Kibs here.
Yeah, Kibs unfortunately had some issues with Ivory down, slowing down a bit. But yeah, it's not going to save a bunch of time there. Just a little fraction of a second here and there. As a general reminder to everybody, tomorrow starts the live qualifiers for the Link of the Past main tournament. And that'll be at, it is 11:10 a.m. Eastern. SG2 will be the live qualifier number 1 on SG2.
Yeah, that is your preferred method of qualifying for the main tournament, doing live races. I wish everybody the best of luck. But also remember, if you can't do the live races, they are doing asyncs this year.
That is true. And I think we have another qualifier, 1:10 p.m. Eastern on an undesignated channel yet. Sunday afternoon. I want to say ALTTP Randomizer are also going to be covering some of the live calls.
Very, very exciting time to be a part of the Link to the Past randomizer community for sure.
You know, we have a little point from chat here. We need a book. We need a sword. And that's it. We are go -2 at this point.
Well, speaking of one of them, there's the sword out of the Freezor chest.
As I was saying, we're go -1 at this point. Yeah,
Ooh, that's the flute.
which we technically do not need. But that does put the third item on Cold Stare. Cap Magic, Fire Rod, easy fight. You got this, guys.
Oh yeah, Bombos to break open the shell. Master Sword, it could be a little better, but we ain't gonna complain because we have Red Mail as well. Should be fine.
Oh yeah, Norse Mandy does not have that Fire Rod from Death Mountain, so a little bit longer of a fight, so Keebs is likely to catch up and or just pass Norse Mandy at the Cold Stare fight here.
Does got the cape at the ready here.
And Cold Stare down for Keebs Gaming. Picking up Crystal, number 4, 11418.
And just dropping a blue rupee for us. So where in the world is the book?
Well, I think Turtle Rock is our next play for Norse Maddie, or for Kids Gaming, and I think Norse Maddie will probably follow suit not long after. As you do Death Mountain, and suddenly you're like, oh, I've got the fire rod, so Turtle Rock, Kara, and it looks like Keeb's maybe going to activate that flute. Looks like Norse Maddie maybe too.
Not required here, but, you know, some fast travel around the Dark World never hurt anybody. All right, go ahead and get your salutes in chat. We're releasing the geese, the duck, whatever you want to call it. It is on the loose.
Well, we're getting a magic bat check. What do we got?
Is it the book?
No,
No.
$20.
Let's see. We cleared out Swamp. We cleared out Ice Palace. We cleared out Pod. I guess, you know, we could do. Did we get a lumber check yet from any of our runners?
We did. It was 3 bombs and a second evil shield. You know, thank you, Keebs.
Gross. So Kibbs is heading back up the Dark Death Mountain. This could either be a Spike play check, or Spike Cave check, or a Turtle Rock check. Looks like it would be a Spike Cave.
Hoping to go mode the rest of TR as well as you can go mode. I understand this play.
And it looks like Nord's Maddie's going to go in and finish off the rest of Misery Mire. I believe there is one item left on the bot.
Could you imagine Book on pedestal? That'd be pretty funny.
Oh no. That is a possibility right now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
A paradox.
So slight. And keeps realizing, yeah, I don't have mitts. And partially in inverted, you gotta kind of get the light world without mitts through west side and hookshot across.
Ooh, yes, I'm just bringing up the tracker just again. And that pedestal play is in logic right now for the book.
Yes, it is, but are we going to find it here in Turtle Rock? Another play open right now is an easy Pyramid Fairy check. Yeah, beating Anaga. So all you do is you pretty much grab the bomb from Light World, you walk north, you mirror, and there you are.
Yeah, Pyramid Fairy is in play for Kibbs as well.
And we got Vitreous down for Norse Manny for a reward of $5. Seems to be a theme on the bosses.
Yeah, I think most of the bosses have dropped money today. Like, here's a little tip for you for all your hard work.
That map and lava chest, always evil. But Norse Manny finally going up to Death Mountain. Gonna get that fire rod, gonna get boots, gonna get that hero big key. And then pretty much gonna be in the same boat as Key. It does have that Meyer beaten though.
There is a Thieves Town big key that I guess we're trying to dodge of not talking about.
Yeah, until pedestal's kind of in your thought, it's like, eh. It is a green pennant though.
That's true. I think Kip's getting a little bit of muscle memory there, throwing a bomb at the doorway there, which is open in this mode.
And that is a mushroom. Ew.
Yeah, in this mode, mushroom is a lot uglier as a fetch quest because you have to walk the mushroom up to the witch's hut. Towards Maddie getting their Paradox Cave package and probably gonna run up to Hera here.
Soon to get their Nikes. And are we gonna do a double take north, south, north?
No.
Oh no, Norse Manny. Oh no.
You hate to see it. What do you think that they could possibly be thinking to make that move right now? Like, it's an item that you can just walk up like 5 steps and check, and then like, oh, you can go get it right away too.
Your mind is thinking, that's one item. I just got something that's been available to me for 45-50 minutes, and I'm feeling behind. Trying to cut every corner, and unfortunately that is a corner not worth cutting. So I've got to imagine Keeves will be going from right next to Meyer, Meyer to Thieves, Thieves to Skull, and then a pedestal pull if needed. Maybe even routing in Pyramid Fairy at some point. Maybe now.
Yeah, that seems like a fairly fair line to do. Do you think they do Pyramid Fairy first, or go for a pedestal play?
I think you do Pyramid before Pedestal because Aga already being beaten, but yeah, it's hard either way.
All of TR is now done.
Oh wow, we're going straight for Thieves. We're not even going for Meyer.
Ooh. So we know that it's, we did this in the first 3 minutes of the scene. I don't remember what all they pulled out of the front, but I remember it not being important.
There's a couple items, I think.
So you got one guaranteed, maybe two, if I remember correctly.
I think you probably have two between boss and one other random check. I want to say there was a macro compass up front, but I could be mistaken.
And Nord's Maddie going into the front of TR. Not gonna find those boots or the book, that's for sure.
Okay, there's a heart piece out of the attic chest of Thieves Town. I don't think we've seen boots checks either. So logically, Kingston was locked behind myths, but you could Sequence break to it. But there's Bonk Rocks.
Yeah, you got Bonk Rocks and Sequence break Great King's Tomb for sure, yeah. Here's a small key and blind cells, so we're gonna go check that big chest.
Wait, did I misread the start menu? I guess I must have. Okay. Okay, well, one more chance for the dungeon, one more chance for Green Pendant after that. And you could run in Pyramid Fairy with Green Pendant turn-in.
Maybe that's what Kids is thinking here. Did we ever get a spiral or a mimic cave check from these runners either?
Don't think so.
Ooh.
Our tracker rightly pointing out that Bombos and some rupees run the front of Thieves Town.
So yeah, there were two checks left in the... Wait, 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, lady.
Alright, looks like Kibbs is gonna go follow up that green pendant right away. I would think if this is the book, I would say that it would be Kibbs' race to lose at this point.
Oh yeah, book is go mode at this point. Okay.
Just a piece of heart. We're gonna round in Pyramid Fairy while we're here. Or
Or not. I think.
Oh, mushroom. Yes, of course.
Hey, Nurse Manny, we're gonna need you to look at that floating island, please.
Everybody send positive energy towards Nord's Maddie right now. And I missed what was on the mushroom.
3 blueberries.
Oof.
Just antioxidants.
I think Kibbs likes being at 9 bombs. He's not taken any offerings of 3 rupees or 3 blueberries.
Kids, you don't have mitts. I think he's maybe going for ped. There, Nurse Manny got boots.
Yay!
Okay, so Keeps is not going for ped currently.
I think what he's gonna do is go to the cave that's right by Pedestal and mirror, and then beat Skullwoods.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. This is inverted, so yeah, it's pet play for Keeps. Yeah, that's not a great spot, I think.
Oh. Kibbs needs a small key from to get into the back there to go fight the mob. Just gonna come in here, get the small key, and go right back.
Yeah, didn't steal that key. There we go. We're fine. It's fine. Okay, first trip into the back of Skull, totally.
We didn't see that, right?
Nothing to see.
All right, Nord's Maddie, where are you gonna go?
Finishing up with... Oh. Gotta do that mirror check.
I don't remember seeing this from Kibbs. So
I was about to say the same thing.
I think this is a new check for us. Now, question is, do you drop down, go up another mountain climb to do spiral? Or has not done this part of Turtle Rock yet.
Okay, chat, let's get some ped height. That's Crystal number 3 for Keeps Gaming.
Now, if this is book, I want him to read the pedestal. Well...
not required, but yeah, that's not worth a pet pull, but still, it could be worse.
Yeah, true.
I think that leaves us with Pyramid Fairy.
We got Pyramid Fairy, Bonk Rocks,
Right.
and I think that's it. Oh, and Spiral Cave.
Oh, lordy. That he did, Professor. Hold that head, and it was vanilla. Not Spiral either. Holy moly. So yeah, we are down to Bifrox or Pyramid Fairy. Okay, so scarily enough, with the plays Keeves made with Gambling Pedestal, if this is a Pyramid Fairy check for Nurse Maddie, and if there's a book, Nurse Maddie could have taken the lead.
Yeah, this all of a sudden just became a very close race.
Like, there's going to be a bit of a difference for Tempered, but still. Or Mushroom, that's fine too.
I would almost, like, I'm surprised that, well, I mean, Nord's Maddie has, like, a couple more checks that he can do. But I'm still surprised that neither one of our runners have done Pyramid Fairy yet. It just seems so much easier in this mode than others.
Well, it's only just been available for Nurse Maddie after beating Hero, so I understand that.
Yeah. Oh. Going back.
Alright, so if this is book, Keeves only has Bifrox before it, so can Tempered make up the difference? I think with given the execution, it could. But I was seriously surprised not to see Keeves Gaming do this check before doing Mushroom.
All right, Pyramid Fairy, what you got for us? Do you got our book?
Okay, Buck and Miss, oh my gosh, alright, that's Gummo for Nurse Maddie. 137.12.
And all they have to do is do Desert, and then they'll be going up to GT.
That's about this why Nurse Maddie went back to Dark World. You got the Mitts. Luke to 6, my friend. And Keeves Gaming is clearing up those skip Death Mountain checks before doing Pyramid Fairy. Oh gosh.
So I would still, in general, put this at a close race, but however, I think it's going to be determined how long does it take Kibbs to go to Pyramid Fairy with that Tempered Sword.
Well, you got one more Death Mountain climb, assuming you're going to do Spiral. And then if you last locate, that means you're going to do Bonkrux first. So you're probably talking 2.5 minutes until book. If you go straight from Death Mountain to Pyramid Fairy, you're probably talking a little over 90 seconds. Maybe I'm off a little bit.
You know, Tempered, you know, we don't have silvers. Maybe Tempered could be making up that time in the Ganon fight alone.
It could, but at this point, with almost no checks available to us, statistically, silvers are in GT, a sword is probably in GT.
Correct.
speed was pretty friendly. There's just a couple of key spots these runners going to put off a little bit with costing some time.
Big Kibbs is gonna go do bonk rocks here.
Looks like it. So still another minute and a half until you get the book. Maybe less. Maybe a minute. Okay. Well, Calvin, I think it's about time we play a game. What do you think?
Let's do it. Let's play that game. What game are we playing today?
There's a little game called the Big Key Guessing Game. Why don't you explain it to Chad?
Let's see. So, Big Key Ganon's Tower Big Key Guessing Game is you put in the number between 1 through 22 into chat and guessing where the big key of Ganon's Tower is. I like to go with number 8. Llama Bean, what number do you like to do?
I'm gonna go with 9. Stick close to my cooldown. Looks like we have Lady Laura Linda going with 14, the other part of our member team, I should say, and the hardest worker of all of us. Thank you very much again, Lady Laura Linda. We're about there, but we'll get a quick reminder. Don't forget to give runners a quick follow. The links are in chat. While you're at it, follow my co-com, Calvin919, and Lady Laura Linda, doing fantastic jobs.
Alright, we got chest number 1, small key. Chest number 2, piece of heart. And looks like we're going partially, well, full right, but are we going to go all the way? We'll find out.
And keeps gaming us thinking about their next move. I don't know if they really have to have the right crystals.
Check number 3, the map. Number 4, piece of heart. Number 5, 20 rupees. Number 6, heart container.
Yeah, I think Cubes has it here. Meanwhile, Nurse Maddie going back to the left to check Torch, Stuffers, and 7.
Check number 7, 50 bucks. And check number 8, my chest, piece of heart. 9 silver arrows. That's
I'll take silver from my guess. Exactly.
10 small key and 11 arrows.
And it looks like Cubes Gaming may have forgotten the big bomb.
You know, let me get this guess in real quick. Number 12, the Arrow of Destiny.
The single arrow of doom, I mean destiny.
You know, this is Invrosia. You do forget these things from time to time. Forgetting the big bomb and stuff like that. Alright, check number 13 coming up here. There's the big key. Just go once.
Keep going. Okay, we got our trackers check coming up next. 14. And he's gaining Goma of 114,413.
14, small key. 15, garbage. Bombs. And the big key to this dungeon. Let's see, that was 14. 17. So 17 was our guess. Depending on how we're playing this, are we playing by Price is Right rules or no?
Yeah, I agree. I think we go with Price is Right. So closest without going over is our winner. What do we have?
I think the first person to guess that was Lady Laura Linda.
The tracker herself, PP's to Lady Laura Linda.
You have already won the hearts and minds of all the people here, especially us. But now you've also won a free lifetime supply of Link to the Past randomizers.
Love
Thank you so much.
Lady Laura Linda. Thank you very much.
So while we're doing that whole spiel there, Nord's Maddie is now starting their Ganon Gauntlet. And Kibbs has found that book and is now going to complete Desert and will be behind Nord's Maddie very shortly.
That client is not being very friendly to Norsemen. Beautiful lamb there too, though.
I was about to say, even though we found those silvers very late into the sea, making the most of it. That lamb move 2 fight there. Little stumble there.
Really got to make it so that they Ooh, lamb must be not quite the difference between the lamb and one at 2.
Nord's Maddie is checking these checks up here in the hopes of finding a sword.
Yep, like me. That finds a blue stick. It is entering GP at 148 in the back.
Ooh!
There it is.
I know Renderer's not going to be very happy with them checking that chest, but yeah, Tempered paying off in the validation chest today.
He's doing the good route though. Look right, and he's going to take that. So, I think he's left from Stalfos, moving to the server. You're good. This is the next one. Cancel validation chats, thanks Alice.
And down goes Aga 2 for Nor's Maddie.
Get back to find that thing. Quick phase 1. Not even worrying about damage for phase 2. Gets right to phase 3. Okay, Cleats Gaming gets that GTP key and is starting their ascent up the tower.
Not getting torch glitch there, but it is honestly fine with silvers.
Okay, one more to go. There we go. Everybody get your GGs into chats. We got Norse Navy taking down Gammon. And if you'd like to, Calvin, let it go in the chat. Norse Navy's on the time.
Alright, as Nor's Maddie crosses the finish line, it's coming in first place on the restream, 6th place overall in our race, with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 8 seconds. So I'll go ahead and round out the results here of our race as well. We got Plasma Kappa in first with a time of 1 hour 32:59. 1 second while I sneeze. Sorry about that. We got I'm gonna butcher this name so hard. CS Tutor 89 with an official SRR time of 1:34:15 coming in second place. And we got Nords Maddie joining us in the chat. GG.
GG's, Theo.
Thank you. GG's.
So, first question, how about those boots?
I think I was a little late to them.
Surprisingly, it wasn't all that much earlier to them. The difference is just a couple minutes earlier up the mountain, and checked that before dropping down into the Turtle Rock area.
Yeah, and I thought about, like, I should have probably looked there just to see if I was looking for book, really, at that point, to be in go mode. And I thought, I should have checked that real quick before dropping down into Turtle Rock, since once I beat Tranex, I'll have to run back around to do the rest of the Light World stuff there in the mountain. But I didn't, and then I found the boots afterwards, and, well, it's the way it is.
Other than the internet, what are your impressions on the scene?
Well, I mean, it was a tough Moon Pearl location, especially since I went over to Meyer before doing pot. And then, so, ended up, completely last locating that, having to walk all the way back over there to get that Moon Pearl. But, yeah, I can see how some people got much better times than I did in the race room. The route I took did not work out. I avoided the mountain too long, did a lot of extra stuff trying to be thorough, and that did not pay off for the most part.
A bit rough there, yeah. A lot of those big feeds, though, those placements and most of the feeds pretty darn friendly right along the way.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Sorry about that. I was just saying, for the most part, though, the big feeds themselves are pretty friendly, I think.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, no problem with the big keys. They were all pretty much on the path. Yeah, the book in the Pyramid Fairy, that was I didn't like that one too much.
Yeah, that was one of the
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think Kibbs is gonna like that book either if he comes in here for an interview. He was pretty much in control of y'all's 1v1 restream race, but you go in the book right away, pulled you significantly, back into it, from a pretty good deficit into a lead here. They actually cleared out Thieves Town and Skullwoods and killed Homosar King to pull the pedestal.
Well, I mean, that's not that I didn't think of that. That's about the only thing I had other than Pyramid Fairy and the boots checks was to go back and do those pendants. But I wanted to get the Pyramid Fairy and probably would have gone in on the boots checks after that before finally settling in on clearing out those pendants and getting to the pedestal probably absolutely last.
But overall, a well-played, well-executed scene. Like you said, just a little bit of rough decisions in terms of the mountain access, but that was both of you, really. I mean, I think that moon pearl pretty much meant you had access to boots and everything else up there, but you had a lot to do in the lower light world. It made absolute sense to skip the mountain as long as you did. At the time, you didn't have Fire Rod, you didn't have Samaria. You really didn't have a whole lot of reason to go over there. And even at the time, Hammer wasn't a thing until Flippers. So putting off Mountain really did make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I really didn't want to go up there without the hammer to get over to Tower of Hera and the Fire Rod to complete Turtle Rock. As it turned out, the Fire Rod was up there, but if I had gone up there earlier, I wouldn't have had the Turtle Rock big key perhaps, and would have had to come back anyway. So, it's just rando. It's fun. That's why we do it.
It's a thing. Everybody get your GGs in chat for Keebs Gaming, finishing second place overall with a time of second place on Restream at the time of 1:56.46. Yeah.
Good for an 8th place finish overall. By the way, we had 11 runners in today's race.
Absolutely. We'll see if we get Keebs in here for an interview. In the meantime, it's very interesting to see both the book and Mitts in Pyramid Fairy. Mitts do so little in this sort of seed, but both those in one spot, so weird.
Yeah, it came in quite kind of handy for me. I could use them to get to desert a little bit quicker. Other than that, yeah, they opened one check, not very useful.
I was like, wait, well, you're weird. Why are you running? Use your flute.
Yeah, it took me a couple screens to remember that I could do that. Been a long seed, brain fried a little bit.
Calvin and I were trying to wheel you back up Death Mountain to get those the boots, and it was like, go check it. Oh, they're leaving.
Yeah. Well, I had to go beat Turok, and then I came back. By the way, did Keebs double tip Hype Cave like I did? I had a little snafu at the very beginning.
That too.
No, I actually didn't end up doing it, but the weird part is, went there with more bombs, but the same thing happened to Keebs, except he didn't die. He went back there, dropped the bomb far enough away, but then got hit by an enemy and had to drop a second bomb. The difference is that he had enough bombs to recover.
Yeah, it was great getting the bombs in Link's house, and I was just walk down there, and then just a little bit of an issue with the bomb placement enemy and everything. And, oh well.
I was a little surprised you didn't reset at that point.
I guess I could have done that. I didn't really think about that. Yeah, that would have made sense. I wouldn't have cost myself hardly any time at all doing that.
It's hard to think of at the time, right? I mean, your body's just saying, save and quit. We'll just go north. It's fine.
Yeah, I never think to delete my file and how that would benefit me, but in this specific case, it would have. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, your file would have still been there. It just would have been like restart of the seed, basically, which would have been just starting your house. But
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, that would have been even better. Yeah. No, I didn't think of that. Just did not cross my mind. But a good thing to think about for next time.
I do the same thing when it comes to shield. If I start and there's a shield in my house, I'm like, reset.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Thankfully, y'all dodged every shield that was seen available, but except for one.
Which I greatly appreciate. But speaking of our the runner, Keebs, GG to you.
I'll take one of those G's. I'm not sure if I can take the first one. I had massive seed bleed because I played a seed earlier, and I could have sworn that I did Pyramid Fairy.
I was running about that because you paused in Kakariko. I was like, oh no, do they think they've done Pyramid Fairy or forget about it? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had a distinct memory of running from Swamp to Pyramid Fairy, but that was the seed I played earlier. Literally the exact same thing. So, unfortunate. So I played all dungeons and pulled Ped for chat. That was for chat.
Yeah, that's for chat. And you got a sword out of it. It could be worse. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was kind of surprised. I was like, I'm surprised Keebs didn't route in Pyramid Fairy into Mushroom at that point, but I guess now we know why.
Ah.
Yeah, I had even said it to myself, like, while I was in Swamp, like, oh yeah, go do Pyramid Fairy afterward, and then I don't know what happened. Just brain melted, I guess. I don't know.
It happens, but overall though, what are your impressions of the seed?
That is some fun inverted shenanigans. But other than Moon Pearl and Mire, which I think is a first for me, honestly, I thought I was doing fine, honestly. Like, I probably should have been done 20 minutes ago. But yeah, I tried to break the beginning. I'm not sure how many other people. I'm not sure if Maddie, if you did this, went to pod before doing Aga.
No, I did pod after not only Aga but Mire. So that was fun. Have to go back.
My thought was, I have Mirror, right? The game wants me to go kill Aga, and it's gonna put me in range to go get pod with the big key and a bow. So why not just corn jump and go do pod? But nothing to avoid Aga.
Yeah,
no, but it did save a double dip. Sorry, God.
No, good idea. That's all.
It did avoid a double dip into Mire, though, so the play, you did exactly what you would have done anyway. You full cleared pod, you would not have been able to beat it no matter what. But really, it did not cost you any extra time, and in fact, it probably saved you time due to the single dip of Mire. Since the Mire Big Key was in pod.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. And then I probably have a mental counter going of how many times I tried to pick up the heavy rocks without the mitts. I think I was up to 5. I would walk up to the rock and then try to pick it up and then smack my forehead.
I was watching that. I was keeping quiet, but I was watching that. I thought that was funny.
I think we called it out once.
One time. Yeah, because you're going back up trying to get to the rocks to live to get a Dark World through Cac. I was like, you don't have your mitts.
Yeah, and I heard when I joined where they were, and it's funny that I never got them because I opened the chests from left to right. So when I got the book, I just walked out of Pyramid Fairy. Apparently never got the mitts, but then immediately tried to use the mitts on the portal.
And Norsk Maddie kind of had the opposite. Got the mitts, started running towards Desert, and then realized, wait, I've got the mitts. We got it. We could flute. It's fine.
Yeah, inverted throwing out inverted jokes here today with our runners today.
Overall, it was fairly friendly. I mean, keys were on the way, and I think Moon Pearl, the second sword, maybe to an extent. That was really the only trolls I could think of in the seed. But it is getting pretty late for East Coasters, especially better time to start wrapping things up here. Do you two, Norse Betty, Keats, do you have any final thoughts on the seed before we wrap up?
Just thanks for putting this on, as always. Appreciate it. GG, Maddie.
Yeah, I'll echo that. Thank you to Lady Laura Linda for the tracking, and you two for the comms and the restream. Yeah, GG keeps. Let's not full clear next time, huh?
Agreed.
It's half the fun. It's fine. Well, Lady Laura Linda, thank you again for tracking for us. Fabulous job as always. Calvin, thank you for co-coms with me tonight. It was a fantastic time.
Yeah, definitely. I had a really good time. This was fun.
Just reminding everybody, the next SG Daily, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Otherwise, tomorrow, we do have our live qualifiers for the tournament starting at 11 a.m., 11:10 a.m. Eastern. SG2, live qualifier number 1. I think another channel's picking up as well, ALTTP Randomizer, I think. And then we have a Sunday one at 1:10 p.m. Eastern on an unclaimed channel so far. But otherwise, yeah, just stay tuned to Speed Gaming, follow Speed Gaming through Speed Gaming 6 for your daily randomizer content of all kinds of games. Otherwise, that'll do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And Calvin, what do you have the last word, my friend?
Good luck to everybody tomorrow that if you plan on playing in the live tournament races, and GG's to everybody that ran today, and have a good night.